All right, so the Hornets are making moves right now, and they got Gordon Hayward. They're getting Gordon Hayward in free agency, and they got LaMelo through the draft. But my whole thing is, LaMelo's a great player. Gordon Hayward is a very good player still, and the Hornets are looking good. They're starting, to look like a team. I wouldn't agree with the 120 mil that they gave Gordon Hayward because he's missed 111 games in the last 3 years. He's constantly being hurt, and he just can't seem to stay on the court. And all in all, he's still a good player, but my thing about the Hornets is they still have Devontae Graham. They still have Terry Rozier. Miles Bridges is coming into his own. Malik Monk is starting, to start playing better. And they got PJ Washington. So you got all these players coming in, and you got the rookies. Adding Gordon Hayward, all these players need the ball to score. Miles Bridges probably doesn't need the ball as much, and PJ Washington. Miles Bridges can play without the ball, he can move without the ball. And PJ Washington, he can spot up, he's a stretch four, he's a wing, but you look at LaMelo, third overall pick, he's going to want the ball in his hands. They're going to give him the ball in his hands because he's the third pick. Gordon Hayward, he's still trying to prove himself off the injuries, trying to show he can still contribute to the team on an all-star level because, let's be honest, he's missed all this time. The last season was his season when he finally bounced back. He probably started to feel confident in himself and started to feel like, okay, I can get back to this level. I can get back to getting, 17, 18, 19 game, making plays. And, he got hurt. So next season, he's going to want, to prove that he can still do it and wants to stay healthy. Devontae Graham's coming off most improved candidate season, where he was the go-to guy for the Hornets. He was the bucket getter. He was the hooper. He was the guy who's going out there and dropping threes and getting clutch baskets for them. And ideally, he was Kemba's replacement because, Kemba left, Devontae was the next one up. But then they got Terry Rozier there too, and Terry Rozier had left the Celtics because he wanted to, be the starting point guard on the team, wanted to be the go-to guy on the team after he had that whole playoff run where Kyrie was out and he was starting point guard and he was showing he could lead the team into the playoffs. So we have all these players who feel like, they probably have a chip on their shoulder or have something to prove. So what are they going to do when the time comes? You can't play all these guys together. But they're basketball players. They could probably figure it out. But my thing about it is, you got players trying to prove themselves. It's like, how was LaMelo, who's going to need the ball in his hands. He's not much of a shooter to be spotting up. Devontae Graham, he's clearly the best player on the team. He's going to have the ball in his hands. Hayward wants the ball. Rozier wants the ball. You have all these players who want the ball. So what are the Hornets going to do? Are they going to trade one of them? Are they going to trade Rozier? Get more of a point guard who's like looking to facilitate more, or a shooting guard who's looking to, play defense, spot up. And because Rozier started last year, him and Graham, they started together with that, kind of like a small guard lineup, small guard backcourt. But it's weird to see it now because, you got LaMelo. I guess you could put him at the 3. I mean, at the 2. Well, maybe the 3. He's told to play the 3, but he stopped playing the 3. But he's probably going to play the 2. And Hayward's probably gonna play the 3 or the 4. Miles Bridges. You could go positionless basketball with them, but the thing about it is, how are they going to mesh together on offense? I don't know what the Hornets are trying to do, but they're looking exciting on paper, but on the court, will it all work out? That's the thing I'm worried about.